Have you ever started your morning thinking you're doing something good for your body, only to realize later that it might actually be harming you? Imagine this. You wake up, you pour yourself a fresh glass of beet juice, that deep red color promising better blood flow, a stronger heart, and more energy throughout the day. You've heard it everywhere: beet juice is healthy, natural, almost like medicine in a glass. But what if I told you that for many seniors, drinking beet juice the wrong way, or with the wrong foods, can quietly trigger serious health problems without any warning? Now think about your daily routine for a moment. Maybe you drink beet juice with your breakfast alongside eggs, toast, fruits, or even dairy. Maybe you mix it with other healthy items, believing you're multiplying the benefits. It feels right, it feels safe, and honestly, it feels smart. But here's where the biggest mistake begins. Because what looks healthy on the plate doesn't always work well together inside the body. As we grow older, our bodies change in ways we don't always notice. Digestion slows down, kidneys become more sensitive, and the way our blood pressure responds to certain foods becomes unpredictable. Something your body handled easily years ago can now create stress from the inside. And beet juice, as powerful as it is, doesn't always play nicely with everything else you eat. You see, beet juice contains natural compounds that can affect blood flow, oxygen levels, and how your body processes minerals. On its own, it can be beneficial for many people. But when it's combined with certain everyday foods, it can create reactions that your body struggles to balance. And the most dangerous part is, these reactions are often silent at first. Have you ever felt a little dizzy after breakfast, or unusually tired even after eating something healthy? Maybe you noticed bloating, discomfort, or a strange heaviness in your body and ignored it, thinking it's just age catching up. But what if those small signs were actually your body trying to tell you something important? This is more common than most people realize. Many seniors unknowingly create these risky combinations every single day, not because they're careless, but because no one has explained how food interactions really work. We often focus on individual foods being healthy, but we forget that combinations can completely change how those foods behave inside us. And here's the surprising truth. Some of the foods that should never be taken with beet juice are actually considered very healthy on their own. Yes, healthy foods that become problematic only when paired together, in the wrong way. That's why this topic is so important, especially after the age of 50, when the body becomes more sensitive to these hidden interactions. In today's video, we're going to uncover 7 common foods that you should never drink beet juice with, and more importantly, why these combinations can quietly affect your health. Some may interfere with your blood pressure, others may put extra strain on your kidneys, and a few can even react with medications many seniors take daily. But here's where it gets even more surprising. Once you understand what's really happening inside your body, you'll start looking at your meals in a completely different way. And in the next part, we'll begin revealing exactly how these combinations work and why they can become dangerous over time, so you can protect your health without giving up the foods you love. Now let's slowly understand what really happens inside your body when beet juice mixes with certain foods, because once you see the full picture, everything will start to make sense in a very simple, almost eye-opening way. Beet juice is naturally rich in something called nitrates. Now don't worry about the name. Just think of it as a compound that helps widen your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more easily. That's why many people say beet juice helps with blood pressure. But here's where the problem begins. When this effect becomes too strong or interacts with the wrong foods, your body can struggle to keep things balanced. Let's imagine a simple situation. You drink beet juice in the morning, and along with it, you eat foods that also affect blood pressure or blood flow. Instead of a gentle effect, your blood vessels may relax too much, causing your blood pressure to drop suddenly. And when that happens, you might feel lightheaded, weak, or even slightly dizzy when you stand up. Many seniors experience this and think it's just normal aging. But here's where the biggest mistake happens. It may actually be the combination of foods you're consuming together. Now there's another side to this story that most people never talk about. Beet juice is also quite high in natural compounds that your kidneys need to filter out carefully. When you combine it with certain foods that are also heavy on the kidneys, it can quietly increase the workload on these organs. Over time, this added stress doesn't always show immediate symptoms, but it can build up slowly, especially after the age of 50, when kidney function is already not as strong as before. Think about your everyday meals again. Some people enjoy beet juice with salty foods, thinking it balances things out. But in reality, high salt foods can raise blood pressure, while beet juice tries to lower it. This push and pull effect confuses your body's natural balance system. And instead of helping you, it may create sudden fluctuations that leave you feeling uneasy or fatigued. But here's what most people never connect back to their breakfast. And then comes another common situation: combining beet juice with calcium-rich foods like dairy. Now, individually, both seem healthy. But together, they can interfere with how your body absorbs certain minerals. Over time, this may lead to imbalances that affect your bones, your digestion, or even your energy levels. It's not something you feel instantly, which is exactly why it goes unnoticed for so long. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Because some foods can actually increase the chances of forming kidney stones when combined with beet juice. Yes, something as simple as a daily healthy habit can slowly create a risk you never expected. And the most surprising part is, these are foods many people eat every single day without thinking twice. Now let's talk about something even more important. Many seniors take medications for blood pressure, heart health, or diabetes. When beet juice is combined with certain foods that also influence how these medications work, it can amplify or reduce their effect in unpredictable ways. This can lead to symptoms like sudden weakness, unusual heart sensations, or changes in how you feel throughout the day. But here's the dangerous part. Most people don't realize food combinations could be the reason. And if you've ever thought, but I've been eating this way for years and I feel fine, you're not alone. The body is very good at adjusting until one day it starts sending signals. Small discomforts, slight dizziness, low energy, these are often early signs. They don't feel serious at first, which is why they're easy to ignore. But over time, they can turn into something much more concerning. So now you might be wondering, what exactly are these foods? What are the combinations that seem harmless but could be creating these hidden problems in your body? And more importantly, how can you still enjoy beet juice safely without putting your health at risk? Because in the next part, we're going to uncover these 7 specific foods one by one in a very simple, practical way, so you can recognize them instantly in your daily routine and make small changes that could protect your health in a big way. Now let's bring everything together in a simple, practical way. Because knowing the problem is only half the journey, and what truly matters is how you protect yourself without feeling restricted or confused. Imagine your morning again, that same glass of beet juice in your hand. But this time, you understand exactly how to enjoy it safely. And the first thing to remember is this: beet juice is powerful, so it should be treated with care, not mixed casually with everything on your plate. Start with one small but important habit. Give beet juice its own space. Instead of drinking it alongside a heavy breakfast, try having it alone, or at least 30 to 45 minutes before your meal. This simple gap allows your body to process its natural compounds gently, without interference. It may feel like a small change, but here's where the difference begins. Your body gets the benefit without the confusion of multiple reactions happening at once. Now think about those salty foods many people enjoy in the morning, things like processed snacks, pickles, or even heavily salted eggs. Instead of combining them with beet juice, keep them separate. When you reduce this push and pull effect on your blood pressure, your body feels more stable, more balanced. And you may notice something surprising: less dizziness, more steady energy, but only if you give your body that chance. When it comes to dairy, like milk or cheese, the safest approach is timing. You don't have to give them up completely, but avoid consuming them together with beet juice. Let your body absorb each properly on its own. Over time, this can help prevent those silent mineral imbalances that slowly affect your strength and comfort. And this is something most people never realize until much later. Another gentle change you can make is with high oxalate foods, things like spinach, nuts, or chocolate. These are healthy foods, no doubt, but when combined with beet juice regularly, they may increase the risk of kidney discomfort over time. So instead of cutting them out, simply rotate them. Have them at different times of the day. This way you still enjoy your favorite foods without overloading your system. And here's something very important: hydration. Beet juice is concentrated and your body needs enough water to process it smoothly. Many seniors don't drink enough water throughout the day, which makes the effects of strong foods even harder on the body. So whenever you include beet juice in your routine, make sure you're also giving your body enough water to stay balanced. Because this is where many hidden problems quietly begin. If you're taking medications, especially for blood pressure or heart health, this is where you need to be extra mindful. Don't mix beet juice randomly with your meals and medicines. Instead, Keep a consistent routine and, if possible, speak to your doctor about the best timing. Even a small adjustment can make a big difference in how your body responds. But here's what most people overlook. Consistency matters more than perfection. You don't need to be afraid of beet juice, and you don't need to eliminate all your favorite foods. What matters is awareness and simple spacing. Your body doesn't need extreme changes. It just needs a little cooperation from you. And slowly, as you make these small adjustments, you may begin to notice subtle improvements. Less heaviness after meals, fewer moments of dizziness, a more comfortable and steady feeling throughout your day. These are the signs that your body is finally working with you instead of struggling silently. But we're not done yet, because there are still a few hidden dangers and lesser-known warnings that many seniors completely miss when it comes to beet juice. And in the final part, we'll uncover those critical details, along with a few powerful tips that can protect your health in ways you might not expect. Now here's something most people never hear. Even those who believe they're doing everything right with their diet. Sometimes it's not just about what you eat or drink. It's about how often, how much, and how your body personally reacts over time. And with something as powerful as beet juice, these small details can quietly make a very big difference. Let's start with a hidden danger that often goes unnoticed. Many seniors begin drinking beet juice daily, thinking more is better. But the truth is, too much beet juice too often can overload your system. Your body may start storing excess compounds it can't process efficiently, especially if your kidneys are already under stress. And this doesn't always show up immediately, but over weeks or months, you might notice unusual fatigue, changes in urine color beyond normal, or a strange heaviness in your lower back. These are signs your body may be asking for a break. But here's where the mistake happens. People ignore these signals, assuming it's unrelated. Another important warning is something that can feel alarming if you don't expect it. After drinking beet juice, some people notice a reddish color in their urine or stool. Now, in many cases, this is harmless. But for seniors, it can create confusion and anxiety, especially if you're not aware of it. And here's the key point. If this happens frequently, along with discomfort or pain, it's not something to ignore. Your body may be reacting differently than expected, and it's always better to pay attention early rather than later. Now let's talk about something even more subtle: how beet juice interacts with your overall daily routine. If your meals are already rich in strong foods, salty, heavy, or difficult to digest, adding beet juice on top of that can quietly increase the load on your system. It's like asking your body to handle too many things at once. And over time, this can lead to that constant feeling of tiredness many seniors experience but can't quite explain. And this is where awareness becomes your biggest strength. There's also a common misunderstanding that natural always means safe in every situation. But the truth is, natural foods can be very powerful, and when used without balance, they can create problems just like anything else. Beet juice is not harmful by itself. But when taken carelessly, combined poorly, or consumed excessively, it can shift from being helpful to being stressful for your body. So what's the safest way forward? Think of beet juice as a supportive addition, not a daily necessity. Enjoy it a few times a week instead of every single day. Keep your portions moderate. Give your body time to process it. And most importantly, listen to how you feel after consuming it. Your body always gives signals. You just have to notice them. And here's a simple but powerful habit you can carry with you. Keep your meals gentle, balanced, and spaced out. Avoid mixing too many strong foods together at once. When you simplify your routine, your body responds with better energy, smoother digestion, and a more stable feeling throughout the day. It's not about strict rules. It's about creating comfort for your body as it ages. Because at this stage of life, your goal is not just to eat healthy, it's to eat wisely. To understand what works for you, what doesn't, and how small changes can protect you from bigger problems down the road. And sometimes, the difference between feeling good and feeling unwell comes down to one simple combination you never thought about. So if this message helped you see your daily habits in a new light, take a moment to support this channel. Like this video, subscribe for more simple and practical health guidance, and share it with someone who might be making these same mistakes without even realizing it. Because the more we spread awareness, the more we help each other stay safe, strong, and independent for years to come. And remember, your health is not just about what you consume. It's about how you care for your body every single day in the smallest, simplest choices. Take care of yourself, because you truly deserve to feel your best.